What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Six Banner Podcast, episode 8. We're here with the second live edition. Ooh, I don't know if this is going to be a thing or not, but this just happens to be our second in a row. I'm here with my friend, the most hated man on X, Neill. How are you doing today, Neill?
I feel lonely. No, I'm perfectly fine. The one thing I don't feel is lonely because I've had so many people writing me so many nice messages. And as you can see, I've written down there, my ex hates me.
Ex, yeah.
I mean, get it?
You could join the club on that one, but maybe different definitions for others.
Yeah, exactly. But how are you doing?
I'm doing grand. We're almost to the off season, which is exciting because this regular season I've had enough of it. Yeah, honestly, I'm actually doing really good, man. Really good in my personal life. Some things just worked out, things you're aware of that finally I feel a little bit of relief. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling happy, and if the Bulls can just get their shit together this off season, I'll be walking on clouds, baby. But before we get too crazy into it, let's hit it as always.
The Six Banner Podcast with your hosts, PCV the 4th and Neill Dunne.
Moving and grooving, baby.
Yeah, just realized I need to make an adjustment to that now, but we won't get into that. Right. Moving on.
Yeah.
Let's. We're aware of the fact that we have a Bulls game coming up tonight, and we had planned on doing this a little bit earlier, but real life gets in the way sometimes. So we're going to move this along a little bit swifter than we normally do. So I'm going to hit you straight away with the first segment, Phil. Here we come.
Feeling horny.
Let's go.
So tell me, Philip, what has you feeling horny on this fine Wednesday evening?
Do you just use my government name? That's crazy.
I did, yeah. Did you enjoy it? Did it make you feel all tingly inside? Did it make you feel horny, more importantly?
Yeah, totally, man. Yeah, I love when Joe uses that. Actually, it turns me on. But you ain't her though, big dog. But
you happy to let her have you. That's fine by me.
Man, what I'm feeling horny about is the continued play of Leonard. It's Miller time, Miller. That dude is absolutely balling, man. Against the Spurs, man, he put on a show against the Spurs, boy. And it's a shame. It's a damn like Billy is pissing me off with his minutes distribution. The other night he did have more minutes than Patrick Williams finally, but I think it was only by 4, but that's the only other complaint I have is dude, Ben, the last, we haven't done an episode in a couple of weeks. So since March 20th, right? These are his performances, Leonard Miller, that is. Against the Rockets, he put up 17 and 9. Against the Sixers, he did 15 and 7. Against the Thunder, he put up 15 and 7. Against the Grizzlies, he had 5 and 4, but we were whipping that ass. He didn't have to do too much. Matas had 29 that game, whatever.
Yeah.
And then against the Spurs, he had 21, 6 and 4. I mean, my Lord, dude was 9 of 14 from the field. I believe in the first half, he actually had 17 or something. He was exceptional in the first half and then cooled off in the second half, but I think we're still learning that this is a guy that we got to get the ball more often. I mean, against the Thunder, he didn't shoot particularly well. He was 6 of 17. Yeah, overall, man, Leonard Miller has been phenomenal for the Bulls. I think his consistency has been very awesome to behold. Yes. I mean, before this is the last 10 games. So before that Grizzly game, he had gone, I think, 7 or 8 straight games with double figures. Most nights he's getting at least 7 rebounds. He's putting on a show, man. And the best part is he's only 22. He's a baby. So this is a guy, and he's just now getting playing time. it's to me, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch what happens when this team starts to really come together. I really, really want him to be a player on this team moving forward. Someone, I can't remember who came up with it originally, but whoever said that we need to like take away his team option and instead of using that, re-sign him to a long-term deal, they're on the money. If you wait until after the team option next year, there's a very good chance this guy's going to cost you even more money, in my opinion. So lock him up now while he's still cheap, relatively cheap.
That's it. Yeah. So I listen. I can't agree with you anymore. Leonard Miller has been the surprise breakout from the trade deadline. He is the anti-P. Will. He steps on the floor, and you don't expect him to do as much as he does, as opposed to P. Will, where you expect more of him and get less. So Leonard Miller has definitely, for me, he's stepped forward as almost the most important person on the bench. And at this point, I'm beginning to think that going forward, certainly into next season, we retain him and maybe even look at giving him a starting role. I mean, maybe not a consistent one, but you can certainly play him from the start of a game. I don't see any reason why not at this stage. I think he's earned it.
Yeah, you actually hit the nail on the head. From like, I used to think that this dude, like at best, he would be like a good role player. I'm starting to change my tune a little bit now. Like, it all depends on the roster construction. For example, like if the Bulls wind up getting a top 4 pick and they get AJ DeBanza or Caleb Wilson, that player is going to start next to Matas, and it'll be hard for Leonard Williams to break it unless, you know, Billy or whoever's coaching decides to be, you know, cool and actually put Matas at the 2 and try and run us like a really big lineup. But like, I think that he could be a starter. I'm starting to think that his ceiling is quality starter because he's got all the measurables and he's already playing like this. Like right now he'd be a quality starter. I mean, he's getting like he had 15 points in 21 minutes. 17 points in 23 minutes. He had the 21 points in 25 minutes the other night. It's just been exceptional. The only game, I just can't see why this player, if he continues to play like this, why he can't be a starter in like, you know, he's 22. So if he gets better, unless he's somehow already at his ceiling, which I doubt, I don't know, man. I think he could maybe be a starter.
He hasn't been given enough of an opportunity anywhere to be at his ceiling yet. We don't know what his kid's ceiling is, and that's the thing.
It's exciting, and he's smart too. He positions himself well. When he's getting, there's a reason he's getting these rebounds. He knows where to position himself. He uses his length very smartly on the defensive end, rebounding on the defensive end and while rebounding. He cuts to the basket very well. I just love what I'm seeing from this kid, and I think we're only scratching the surface.
Right. He looks like he wants to be involved. He's getting involved, and not only that, he's actually impacting the game once he's involved.
Hell yeah.
You know, hard not to like it.
I love it. But who you feeling horny about, my friend?
Yeah, so the thing that's got me feeling horny is a regular offender, and that is Matas Buzelis. Thanks, Samady. Matas Buzelis, and it's not just the fact that Matas is playing well. It's not just the fact that Matas has started to look like the player that he said he wanted to be. He started to look like the player that we hoped he would be, but he's now beginning to look like the alpha on this team. He certainly is the alpha scorer on this team now, and that has got me very, very excited for the future of Matas Buzelis and the Chicago Bulls. We can blatantly see that. There you go. We can blatantly see that Matas and Giddey have a real connection on the floor now, which is what we'd hoped to see, this development between the two of them. There's an understanding there now that's beginning to develop where conversation is no longer needed. They just know why. They just know what they want to do Giddey is looking for the pass. Mattis knows he's looking to make the pass, and Mattis gets himself into position to receive the pass, driving into the lane. It's exciting to see. It's great to see, and I want to see more of it. Keep going. Keep developing.
Hell yeah, dude! Everything going on with Matas is amazing. He's like fulfilling a prophecy for me. I've been screaming that this dude was a superstar since his rookie year. I've gotten some shit for it, but he's making me look real smart right now. So I'm loving everything I'm seeing from him. There's still people out there that want to put a limit on what this kid can be. Dude, I don't understand it. He's out here dropping 29 crispy pieces. You know, he's just balling out. He even had a double-double the other night, and we all know that rebounding isn't always his biggest, plus. He's putting in the work, man. He's actually putting in so much work that I feel like he's getting pretty damn tired. We're getting to the end of the season, and he looks – he's leaving it all out on the court. By the end of these games, he looks like someone hit him with a Mack truck, dude. So I think it's been a great season for him. I think this has been exactly what you want from a second year. Who's only 21 years old, everybody. Like, my God. How can anybody say that this man can't be a superstar in the league? It's beyond me. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. Before we go any further, Phil, I don't know if you've just seen this bit of breaking news there.
What? I did not see it. Break it for me.
Yeah, Brett Siegel, I think it was from. Yes, Brett Siegel just announced that the NBA has said that the Portland Trail Blazers, a team we are keeping a close eye on for two reasons. One, because a good friend of ours, Pads, follows them, but also more importantly, because of that pick that could or may not convey to the Chicago Bulls. They've been fined $100,000, and assistant manager, general managers Sergei Oliva and Mike Schmitz, whose names I've probably just butchered, have each been suspended for 2 weeks for violating league rules governing contact with draft ineligible players.
The Trailblazers are cheaters?
That's what it sounds like.
Well, can they cheat to get into playoffs or what?
That would be good. I'd take that. Yeah, Shams has just dropped it as well. It's actually for illegal contact with Yang Hansen 2 years ago, prior to the 25 draft. That's no good. It needed to be this draft. Okay, that's less interesting.
Well, it's a little interesting because my thing is like we could have used Yang Hansen or whatever the hell. So maybe if they didn't have these cheating forward contacts with him, he would have fell to us. I can't remember where he got drafted, but I remember being a little bit intrigued by him in the process, although I can't say that I put him in my top 10. I did not. But all of that being said, Pads, get your boys under control. They're cheating.
What's going on, Pads? Sort it out.
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know who we're talking about, we will talk a little bit more about Pads further on in the episode. Thanks, Todd.
Todd's a friend of mine.
Is he?
Yeah, Todd. It's funny that he made that joke just this week.
Yeah, right. There we go. Which is a really good segue to our Raging Bulls.
Raging Bulls.
You gotta go first, Neil. I need you to rage it. Rage it up, baby.
I'll go. Do you know what? Right, this obviously falls into the Raging Bulls segment for what will become very, very obvious reasons. However, so much of this is so ridiculous that it's actually made me laugh so much in the last 2 days because it's been so out there that it's actually come all the way around to become funny. So anyway, the Bulls made an announcement that a certain player on the Chicago Bulls team was to be waived. We all know we're talking about Jaden Ivey. Now, I'm going to treat this with as much respect and as much openness to all as I possibly can. But I tweeted out from the Bulls Without Borders account, which is our other podcast that we do with Hayes and Guilty and Troy and everybody else that joins us on occasion. I put my name to it because I'm not afraid to be accountable. And I put the message out.
Balls,
yeah,
big balls.
That's why I can't sit straight. And I put the tweet out, and it was basically just saying, look, the Bulls have announced this. I was showing the utmost respect to Jaden Ivey, that he hopefully can get support and help One, because I think he is dealing with something mentally, but and that's not to do with the Christianity thing or non-Christianity. It's the episodes, the breakouts, these having to voice everything in the moment. It shows signs of a mental health issue. It really does. So I hope he can get the help. And that's what I said. I hope he can get the help that he needs, right? Regardless of anything else, regardless of what he's saying and what he's talking about. There you go. There's the tweet, right? So the official word. J.I. needs support and help from his loved ones. I sincerely hope he gets it. Faith and religion is an individual thing, as in your faith is individual to you as a person, okay? And not a problem, but you can't criticize groups of people such as the LGBTQ plus community and think it is okay. It is not. In the context of the fact that he is a hired professional under contract for the Chicago Bulls, who are the face of a team in the NBA. So therefore, he is a face representing his team and the league. There are certain things within your contract that stipulate that you cannot do anything or say anything that will be detrimental to the look of the team. And whether you are for or against someone for their belief or for their sexuality, that is irrelevant. Irrelevant. If the team deems something to be against the image of the team or the league, they have all rights to make a move such as this. Whether you think it is right or wrong is irrelevant. Whether I think it is right or wrong is irrelevant. My stance on it is irrelevant. That was not what I was saying. I was just presenting the information from a caring place for Jaden Ivey, right? And I am now officially the most hated man in Bulls Nation on Twitter.
465 comments. Those are original comments too.
465 comments. Right. 465 original comments on my tweet. And without getting into it, it was nearly all hate. Aimed at me. I have been called every name under the sun. And like I say, to the point where it was just funny. I mean, some people are very creative with their name calling. But the gas thing about it, the funny thing about it for me, was that the amount of hatred that was thrown in my direction and name calling that was thrown in my direction by people who are claiming to be people of faith and people of God, it was shocking. Shocking. You know, what happened to not throwing the first stone? What happened to loving thy neighbor? What happened to all those things? And for people to say to me that I obviously am not a Christian, I obviously have never touched a Bible. Well, actually, I'm a Catholic. I was raised a Catholic. I'm not a practicing Catholic. I've stepped away from my faith, but I was raised a Catholic. So yes, I have been told to swallow a Bible for half of my life. Okay, so I have that side of it. I'm also not gay, but if I was, I would be proud to be gay, but I'm not gay. I am a straight man. You can call me whatever name you want to call me. I've been called faggot and gay and queer and all sorts on there. And that doesn't offend me.
I thought we had something, Neil. I'm sorry.
That doesn't offend me because it's not something that bothers me. I'm on here to talk about sport. I don't care about your faith. I don't care about your beliefs. I don't care about who you do or do not want to lay with. That is none of my business. If my favorite player was, I don't know, if they were gay, or if my favorite player was, as Jaden Ivey is, very much into his Christianity and his faith, none of that would bother me because all I care about is the sport and people's well-being as a human, because I consider myself a decent human being. And that's where it was all coming from. And if anybody wants to hate me for that, go ahead and hate me for it. It doesn't bother me. I'm not going to lose sleep over it. None whatsoever. I said my piece. I stand on it. There was no malice against either party from what I said.
Well said, bro. Well said. I mean, at the end of the day, man, like Jaden Ivey said what he said, and there's consequences for words. He's not going to be prosecuted for his actions, but like that's where the freedom of speech comes in. Jaden Ivey was completely free and clear to say what he said.
Absolutely.
He said it. Nobody's going to take him to jail for it. But
no.
You can absolutely lose your job for it.
That's the difference.
Yeah. I mean, that's, if I run around and start saying a bunch of bigoted stuff and my job hears about me saying all this bigoted stuff, they could be like, hey, fuck you, buddy. We don't like you anymore. You're out. That's it. I mean, and it's even more exponentially the case for an NBA player because their voice is 20 times louder than it would be if they were a normal Joe like you or me. So, whereas I can probably get away with, I'm not going to, but if I said some shit, like my employer might not hear about it because I'm a nobody. But if with Jaden Ivey, that shit's absolutely going to get back to home base, brother, all the time, every time. So, I just want Jaden Ivey to be okay. It definitely seems like something's going on. A lot of people were like, he's mentally fine. He's just speaking the truth. Okay, then tell me about why he told Bulls training staff that Jesus healed his knee, and then he was shut down for the day or the season the next day when they did an MRI on him. I don't know if you've seen that, Neil.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, like, dude. I mean, come on.
There has also been a couple of players that have come out and spoken, very well on this, might I add. Very measured accounts of what they have had to say. Every one of them has said that they cared about Jaden Ivey's well-being, his mental state. These are the people that are with him every day. These are the people that have been spending time with him, and they're worried about his mental state. They've also said that this has been building in the background for some time.
Apparently his wife is talking to him. His family,
I saw that as well.
His family's ignoring him. At some point, it's not everybody else; it's you.
Right.
And I say that with love and care because, brother, go see somebody. Yeah. Please. There's probably, I would imagine there's people in his camp that are enabling him. And I hope not, but you got to imagine that might be the case. Like, people are so selfish and in it for themselves. Like, there's very possible that there's, 1, 2, 3 people around him that are like, yeah, man, you're doing the right thing, and just kind of not like telling him to ignore everybody and do whatever he wants. That's just not like, if Jaden Ivey's ultimate goal is to become a preacher, then he's on the right track. But otherwise,
more power to him, and more power to him if that's what he wants to do. Step away from basketball and do that instead.
Right.
More power to you, brother. Absolutely.
Yes. Yep. Totally. But if his ultimate goal is to be a basketball player, it's not. That you're not doing it right, man. What you're doing is not going to let you play basketball. Maybe, or at least not in the NBA, right? Maybe you can go overseas. That might work. But like, I'm as far as all of the hatred goes, dude, it's insane. How much it's so funny to me when people are like they think that they're defending their faith, but in doing so, they call someone a faggot. I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure that the God that you're like saying you believe in would not be cool with that, dude. That doesn't vibe. It doesn't match. I just don't understand people. It's wrong. I got a bunch. I was actually first to the Jaden Ivey story. I posted a video on Chicago Bulls Breeze. Yep. Like a whole 14 or 15 hours before he got released. And I tried to be as delicate as possible. And I still was told that I was being judgmental, that I didn't know what I was talking about, that I was being hateful. Someone said that I should be held accountable. Like, for what? Like, I don't understand it, man. I know that these are touchy subjects. But, that's also part of the problem is that we can't even talk about anything anymore without people getting so gaslit and butthurt and everything else. Like, dude, we can have a conversation and agree to disagree without hating each other at the end of it. That's totally capable.
There's that too.
I mean, that's totally a thing. That has been lost in the year 2026. It's very rare to find someone that can have a normal discussion with you, disagree, and it not go off the rails. So just to the people, get your shit together. Neil's one of the best people I know. Like, character, everything. Like, he's top notch, man. So all these people that are hating on you, like, I just hope that most of them are not Bulls fans, that they're just, religious people that have decided they're going to go against their religion and be extremely hateful. So, I don't know, man. I hope it's not Bulls Nation.
Let's just respectfully put this to bed for now. I'm certainly gonna continue with what I've said, which is that I wish all the best for Jaden Ivey. I hope that his future goes in the direction that he hopes for it to, and that he lives a happy life wherever that may be, doing whatever it is that he wants to do.
For sure. And yeah, this is what I was saying. I think maybe too many people are just jumping in from the outside for relevancy. Misinformed. Yeah, it is what it is. Let's just put it. Yeah, like you said, let's put it to bed. And if you are a Bulls fan that's been hating on Neill, I implore you to look in the mirror, because Neil's one of the best of us, man. But
it's all good. It's all good. Like I said, I'm a big guy. I'm a grown up. I can take it.
I know, but as your friend, I don't like to see it, because they're all fucking wrong. You're super wrong, and so I
appreciate that.
Stop being wrong.
Let's take this in a completely different direction now. Let's take a sidestep and play our little game of
One and Done.
One and done, baby.
One and done. We're going to try and get through this a little bit quicker than we normally do, because we are aware of the fact that there is a game this evening. So I'll hit you straight away with the first one and done is going to be Bulls power forwards. So let me just get my little list here. So the Bulls power forwards that I'm giving you to choose from are Charles Oakley, Dennis Rodman, Horace Grant, and Taj Gibson. Who is your one and done?
We've got two of the same. I'm going to pick. I'm going to step outside of the norm here. My heart wants to pick Dennis Rodman. I'm going to go with Taj Gibson, because I
knew you were going to pick Taj Gibson.
I just love everything about the guy, man. Like, he's not super athletic. He's fundamentally sound. He was a 4-year starter at USC, then played like a million years in the NBA. I think he's still in the league.
He's still playing.
It's nuts.
He's still playing.
Dude, your wife misses you. No, I'm just playing. Maybe that might be why he's still married, if he is. I don't know. But everything is fundamentally sound with him. Great effort on both ends of the floor. He put his dick in Dwayne Wade's face. I love all of it, dude. Taj Gibson is just one of those hard hat lunch pill guys that you gotta respect. So I'm giving you the respect today. Taj Gibson, you the man, dog.
I like that. I like that a lot.
All right. I got 4 for you, and they are Carlos Boozer, Dennis Rodman, Horace Grant, and Pau Gasol.
Okay. All right. And pow. Okay. So, of Boozer, Rodman, Grant, and Pau, I have to say I really respect Pau Gasol in the short time he gave us at the Bulls, but too short of a tenure.
Fair.
Carlos Boozer, I'll never forgive him for tripping over his gym bag.
Or the sprayed on hair.
Yeah, that was a choice, wasn't it? But bearing in mind that we could still end up with a Boozer coming to the Chicago Bulls again.
We could.
You know, it isn't outside the realm of possibility. I'd actually be happy about that, because there is something very special about having a Chicago Bulls jersey with your favorite pastime written on the back.
I love that.
So it's between the worm and the goggles for me.
Yeah.
And I absolutely loved Horace Grant, but it has to be Dennis. It has to be Dennis.
I'm glad you did. I had a feeling you'd pick up Dennis, so I was like, I'll go with Taj. Just so I was like, Neil will come through for me and pick Dennis. So for the both of us.
It has to be. And in fact, I just saw a reel there the other day. It was Horace Grant in one of these like kind of quiz interview things, and you know where they name loads of players and they say, say it when a player comes up that is a better power forward or a better rebounder or whatever it was than Horace Grant. And I loved the fact that he let so many names slide, and he kind of stood there and they kept going, and he started kind of thinking, oh, maybe. And then Dennis Rodman came up and he kind of went, yeah, okay, then Dennis is better than me. And for that to come from who it came from, Horace Grant, who technically got replaced by Dennis Rodman, it's hard not to respect that. It's hard not to respect that. And if Horace Grant puts Dennis Rodman in front of Horace Grant, then I have to put Dennis Rodman in front of Horace Grant.
Fair enough. Yeah. His son Jalen Smith can only one day hope to be as good as Horace. And I just had to make a weird joke about them being related. They're not, but they're related via goggles, and that's about it.
That's it.
Yeah.
They're goggly related. Oh, that's hard to say. Right. Anyway, next one. We've got a new twist, right? I'm going to change it slightly. Instead of picking your favorite, I'm going to give you a list of Chicago Bulls greats, and you can only get rid of one. Has to be just one that you have to get rid of. You can only keep the rest. Okay. But one has to go. Okay? Got it? So the list is very, very, very obvious for this first time doing this. So you've got Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Derrick Rose, Joakim Noah, and Dennis Rodman. Which one goes? It's tough, isn't it?
I'm going to pick one because of the way he's acted since his Bulls tenure. I'm going to pick Scottie Pippen.
Wow. Scottie has did not see that coming.
Scottie has been a baby back bitch in recent years, and the rest of these guys have been great former Bulls, but Scottie's just got nothing but haterade in his system, and I did that partially because look, Rodman's the easy choice, I guess, from just I feel like the other four were greater than him in terms of their accomplishments, but in terms of who I like the most, I like Scottie the least. So that's what I'm going with. But I know I'm really upset to some people. I have a friend named Shane who that's his favorite Bull. He's like, Michael never would have won without Pippen. I'm like, okay, that's an opinion, but
well, it's probably a true opinion, but true. At the same time, are you saying that they still would have won 6 championships if they didn't have Michael, but they had Scottie?
Oh no, they probably wouldn't have won any.
Point in case.
Yeah, I mean, Michael was the GOAT, man. Like, Scottie was begging for Michael to come back when he did. So I don't, he's playing a bunch of, revisionist history with the whole, like, he's better than Michael and he's jealous. Like, in the moment at that time, like, he was, like, excited for Mike to come back because now they had a chance to win a championship again.
For sure.
So, like, I don't know, man. I don't have any I don't dislike Pippen. I just feel like his antics since leaving the Bulls leave something to be desired. But what about you, man? Out of those 5, who's your guy that you're eliminating?
Okay, I didn't expect you to throw it back at me. Okay, I'll tell you who it would be. Yeah, I didn't actually. I'll tell you who it would be. For me, and it hurts my heart to say it, but it would hurt my heart to say any of them. But it hurts my heart to say it. But for me, it would be Joakim Noah.
How dare you?
I know that's going to get me hated again. But the only reason being is Michael, Scottie, and Rodman brought us championships. So they can't go. Derek had the accolade, of course, of being MVP. His name is also gone into the rafters. And if he didn't get injured, genuinely, he would have brought us a championship. Granted, he would have had Joakim Noah by his side doing it. But as much as I love Joakim, if I had to pick one of those to cut, it would have to be Joakim. And I love Joakim Noah.
There's just something about that season he had where he came in 4th in MVP voting that just like etched him in my heart. It's like a top 3 bull for me ever, man. He's like, it's like Michael, Derek, and Joe Kim for me.
I'm not saying that I don't love him because I do. And
I know.
It's just it's the game. It's the game.
Yeah,
Blame the game.
You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one. I know. I went with Pippen. So
right, yeah. I don't know who's gonna get more hatred for that actually, whether it be you or me.
Probably me. I think it's gonna be me. If anyone, if people actually watch, a lot of people watch this.
It depends. It depends on the generation you're talking about.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But
there we go. Right, we're getting close towards the game now, so I'm going to move to the tip off.
Let's move it on.
So I'm going to moving on. So here we go. Next segment has to be spoken about because it's gotten ridiculous.
This week's bulldozers are.
Yeah, if you don't mind, I'll take points on this one, bro.
Please do, because I've already had a rant about this recently.
Patrick Williams, can you stay the fuck off of my TV screen? For the love of God, fake an injury. Something, dude. Something. Please get off of my
anything.
Billy, stop. If Billy's really on his way out, I feel like this is his way of like torturing us as Bulls fans for, on his way out. The fact that he keeps giving Patrick Williams 20 minutes a night and Lachlan Olbrich is sitting there getting 0. Like the other night, Olbrich had 3 and Williams had 21. Flip that shit, Billy. Please, man. And it's not even about normally I'd be like, well, Patrick is better. I don't think he is anymore, man. He's regressing. He's been terrible. He's been awful. He's a nobody every time he steps on the floor. Every time he gets the ball in the corner, he either travels or steps out of bounds every time. And he's got this one move where he gets the ball, he jab steps 3 times, then he lifts a 3 from about 3 feet behind the arc, and he sucks at it every time. His 3-point percentage is awful. Everything about his game blows. His defense is the only thing that is like somewhat salvageable, but like, dude, he's not even as good as like he's not even Isaac Okoro, who's also in the same boat as like only his defense is really saving him. But at least Okoro is, he's better than Patrick Williams on offense. I say that, like, even though Okoro drives me nuts too, but he's better there. The amount of times that Pat's come in lately and went 0 for whatever is actually nuts. It's happened a bunch of times in recent games. I'm so damn sick of this guy. And what pains me the most is knowing that we have to watch him for another 3 seasons. Please, whoever the next coach is, if it's not Billy, please, I'm begging you. I'll pay you. Like, it's not going to be much. Like just $20 a month or something to sit his ass on the bench for the rest of his career as in Chicago. Come on, man, please. My God, I hate him. I don't actually ever hate Bulls players. I can't stand him, dude. He just doesn't look interested all the time, too. It's that stank ass look on his face. It's everything.
But the thing is, right? What's he in now? Is he in his 6th year?
Yeah, I think so.
Whatever it is, anyway, it's too much. But he still looks lost when he's on the floor. He still looks like he doesn't know the schemes. It looks like he doesn't know where he's meant to be. It looks like he doesn't know how to cut for love nor money. He started jacking up 3s from way outside his range. I'm like, you can't catch the ball, despite the fact that he can touch his finger and his thumb around the ball.
Yep.
He has more missed dunks than any Bulls player in the history of the Chicago Bulls since 1960-6, right? He is the most useless sack of shit when he steps on the floor. And the thing that annoys me the most about Patrick Williams is I believed in him for so many years.
Yeah,
I wish I could take that all back. I wish I could take it all back. Because I genuinely don't think I have seen a more disappointing prospect on the Chicago Bulls since 2001.
He might be more. I think he's probably. I don't know. In my opinion, I think he might be the worst ever, dude. Like
he could be.
At least Jay Williams gave us a year of good basketball before he crashed his motorcycle. Like I don't know. Marcus Fizer's pretty bad. Like I don't know though, dude. It's just pretty. It's all around rough. I don't know. Yeah, it's just so frustrating, dude. Because you know that there's potential there, but he just. This is actually not true, Yuta. Let me introduce you to a man named Luke Kurtz.
Yeah, that's true. He's got enough love for him to do the whole world.
If Luke watches this, no disrespect, bro. Like I just never understand that, man. Like
None.
You're a real one for still standing in for him. And I feel like you feel bad for him. You're just not admitting it. Like he just gets so much hate. You're like, someone has to like him. Like,
right.
Dude.
Let's talk about a player that we do like. Let's move it on to our Bull of the Week. So, Bull of the Week, I think we've discussed this and we've come up with an agreement that it comes back to what I was feeling horny about, which is Matas Buzelis. I think Matas, like I say, he's stepped forward and shown that he's the leader on this team right now. He's the alpha on this team right now. I know Josh Giddey is the engine, but this guy is the fender. He is the bit that's going forward and leading the charge. So as far as I'm concerned, at the moment, the Bull of the Week for this week has been Matas Buzelis.
I agree wholeheartedly, dude. I think Matas Buzelis, like we talked about earlier, has been showcasing that he's that alpha player, or he's at least rounding. He's that alpha player right now, and he's rounding out into the player that we all believe he could be. I said this before, and I'm not going to stand off of it. Like, if the Bulls ever get good and Matas is in like year 4, 5, 6, I think this dude could be the MVP of the league one day. I really do. And it's because of everything he could do on the floor. Like, there's a real world where one day he's averaging like 27 points, 7 rebounds, and like 2.5 blocks a game. And at that point, he's also has the ball that much, he might even average like 4 or 5 assists. And at that point, like, the guy's just doing everything for you on the floor, man. I love him, and his attitude and everything about Matas is amazing, dude. He's like I hate to say this, he's like Derrick Rose, but with more of a personality. Derrick
has a personality. He just hit it from the media.
Super quiet. Yes, we got a believer. I love it. Awesome. So I really feel like he could be that guy. So I can't wait to see his career unfold, man. It's going to be really exciting.
Sounds good. Oh, we've got an intruder coming.
Like and subscribe.
Nick Brick. You want to talk about Nick Brick real quick, bro? The Bulls will tip off for 10 more minutes. Talk about him.
Right, let's talk about Nick Brick quickly before we go into our courtside countdown. Nick Brick, for those of you who haven't been introduced yet, he joined the Six Banner podcast just today. He's going to be a regular in our shorts. And Nick Brick is a controversial number one Bulls fan in his own. He's claimed it himself. Let's say
in his mom's basement.
In his mom's basement.
Yeah. The number one Bulls fan in his mom's basement. So.
Yeah, so Nick Brick is a little character that we're going to have popping by in our shorts from time to time. So it's a bit of humour. It's going to be lighthearted, and he's a fun character to get to know. So check him out in our shorts on our YouTube channel.
If you spend enough time on Bulls Twitter, he'll remind you of some people.
Perhaps.
But thank you to Nick Brick for joining the podcast. It's an honor. It really is.
Thanks, Nick.
Take a shower, Nick.
So let's wrap this up before the game with our courtside countdown.
Courtside countdown.
Courtside countdown, baby.
We have 4 games, including tonight's game, between now and our next episode. So we have Indiana tonight at home.
Dub.
Then we go dub. Okay, yeah, I've gone dub for that as well in the poll on the Bulls HQ. Away to Knicks in New York.
Loss.
Same. At home against the Suns.
Loss.
Same. And away to the Wizards.
Dub.
I'm going to go loss.
Okay, you had to be different, Neil. All right,
I have
fine.
to be different.
Yeah, I know.
There's no point in keeping it exactly the same. There's no fun in that.
You're right. So
One
I'm
of us has
saying
to be right. One of us has to be
know.
wrong, right?
That way, yeah. So the other one can dunk on the other. So yeah, 22, 2-2 for me, 1-3 for Neil. That's our prediction for the next week. We'll see what happens. But I did want to say before we get out of here, at least give everybody a chance to reset before the game starts. Please do come and if you're watching us on X, we'd really, really, really appreciate it if you came to our YouTube and shown some support for the podcast. At the Six Banner, or search the Six Banner podcast. We're here every Wednesday. Pretty sure every Wednesday we're live or recorded, one of the two. We're gonna be releasing shorts throughout the week. We're gonna start doing a bunch of fun stuff. Nick Brick's gonna be here entertaining the masses. We really, really appreciate your support. Me and Neil are going to be doing this podcast for a really long time. Ride with us, man, because this is only the beginning. And it's going to be a great show. I know that it already is a great show. I think if people gave us a shot, you'd really enjoy the listen, because we have fun on this podcast.
We really do. And we have some really, really unique and fun ideas set up for the off season. So even though there's not going to be as much Bulls content, there's going to be plenty of Six Banner podcast content coming at you between myself and Phil, and we're gonna have some fun with it. So it's definitely gonna be worth subscribing and making sure you don't miss any of it.
Absolutely, yes. It might not be. Never mind. I was gonna make a certain joke. We're gonna leave that one alone. But as always, my friends, I hope that I'm rooting for the Bulls to win tonight. I don't care. I don't want to see them lose to Indiana, because that's really embarrassing. I love it, Sinkby. I love it. And I've seen him on a bunch of our shows, like Bulls Without Borders stuff. Appreciate your support, Sinkby, for real. We really appreciate every single one of you guys. It means a lot.
Absolutely.
But
Definitely.
All right, my friends, see red as usual, but raise the banner.
Raise the banner.
We'll get synced one day.
One day, yeah.
One day. But all right, man. Neil,
enjoy the game.
Great. Enjoy the game. Matas go off. I need a Matas, Leonard Miller, Josh Giddey, just
triple threat.
balling. Yes. Also, real quick before I end the stream, shout out Trey Jones. He's been balling. That's all.
Yeah. That is all.